So there will be signs in the heavens, according to Revelation chapter 6, 12 to 17. Let me read to you verses 12 to 14. So when he opened the sixth seal, I looked, and behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth. The full moon became like blood, and the stars in the sky fell to the earth as a fig tree sheds its winter fruit when shaken by a gale. The sky vanished like a scroll that is being rolled up, and every mountain and island was removed from its place. Now, one of the difficult issues regarding the book of Revelation really concerns the dating of the particular work itself. And already we've noted that while most scholars today believe John wrote the book in the mid-90s, others think it was in the mid-60s. And if the second position of the mid-60s is correct, many of the judgment scenes in Revelation likely predict the destruction of Jerusalem in AD 70. Now, proponents of the earlier date think that most of the book of Revelation has already been fulfilled than those who hold a later date after AD 70. There are advocates for a later date tend to believe that Revelation describes the entire church age and that things will happen throughout this particular time frame. And typically they hold that Revelation does this in a cyclical fashion, looking at the same events repeatedly but from different perspectives. Early date people, advocates, can read the book in the same way, in a cycle way, but the difference is that John is returning to the destruction of Jerusalem again and again. Now, the different dates might affect one's interpretation of this passage today of Revelation 6 and verses 12 to 17, because the imagery that is used is it's just cataclysmic, it's universal, transforming judgment. The created order just comes undone. And so some interpreters read this passage as if the moon will turn red as blood, the sky will go away like a scroll that's rolled up, and so forth. However, the imagery is more likely figurative. Now, if it is figurative, when we look at the Old Testament, sometimes God describes judgment in history with such language. For example, in Jeremiah 4:24, which is part of the passage concerning the fall of Judah and going off to Babylon, there's much destruction happening at that time, but the mountains did not literally move on their own. Similarly, in Isaiah 13, it describes the fall of Babylon with universe-shaking imagery, though the stars did not stop shining when the Persians conquered the Babylonians in 538 BC. So in each of these cases, the judgment on a particular group of people marked the end of one era of God's plan of redemption and the beginning of a new one. So the change was so massive that one could say it transformed the entire cosmos, even if their natural world carried on as usual. Now, Revelation 6, 12 to 17 could be using similar images to mark the fall of Jerusalem and the decisive setting aside of the old covenant in favour of the new covenant, the Gospels. But such judgment also serves as a foretaste of the judgment that has come on all people. But if Revelation was written in the mid-90s, we likely have a description of the final judgment, also in a manner that is not strictly literal. But either way, the point is similar. The Lord will judge all of those who oppose him. So Revelation 6:15 makes it very clear that even the most powerful people on earth will not escape divine judgment. No amount of money, no political status, no position or authority, no earthly advantage will protect the enemies of God's people on Judgment Day. Because of that, it is also foolish to put our ultimate hope in any of those things. Our security is found in God alone.